Hey, what's going on, guys? Deco here, and today I'm going to be doing an opening and overview of Heroscape Age of Annihilation Wave 3. We got all of the figure packs from the newest wave that came out, and I got the Snow Terrain set that I'm going to open and look at. The only thing I'm missing out of the most recent wave is the Swamp Terrain pack, which was not available at the store that I go to, so hopefully I'll be able to get it in the future. Otherwise, I'm also going to be opening and reviewing the new promo Thraxus Dragoon that I was able to get from my most recent tournament, which is also where I got all of this stuff. It's a game store I go to called Just for Fun Games in Peoria, Illinois. They carry a lot of the new Heroscape, and they also host our tournaments. Super fun place to go, and I love being able to support my local game store, picking up all this. And with all of my figure packs, as you may be able to see, I have got the premium painted version, which I'm excited about because all of my previous stuff I've got from the new Age of Annihilation, I've bought all unpainted, which I've got into painting, and it is fun to paint, but I'm very overwhelmed with the amount of unpainted stuff that I have now. So I'm at the point where I just want to get the pre-painted stuff and not have to worry about it anymore until I catch up with all my old stuff. But anyway, I'm going to get into opening the Snow Terrain set first, looking at that, overviewing it, and then we're going to go over all the figures and cards. I'm going to talk about them. I've looked over them a little bit before, so I kind of understand what they do, and I'm just going to kind of give my overview on what I think about them. All right, so first off, let's get into this Snow Terrain set. Pull this out. This is my first time really seeing inside of the snow set. We've got some 3-hex ice, which is pretty cool. A bunch of ice here. 3-hex snow, 2-hex snow, brand new in this set, 7-hex snow with the 2 snow trees, which I think are super cool. I wish there was 3 or 4. I just think 2 isn't very much, but if I get 2 sets of this, I'll have 4 trees, and that won't be too bad. But really like the quality on these. These look really nice. They'll look really nice in the snow terrain on the fields. We got 2 of them. This one's a little shorter here. Really nice. I really like these trees. I like how the bases are white to help blend in with the snow. And then inside here we got a little piece of paper for the background. Looks like a little rule set for the snow. And underneath it is the thing I'm probably most excited for, is the 2 24-hex snow tiles. And this is the reason why I'm probably going to end up getting 2 of these sets, is because with this being this much snow, you could almost make an entire map out of snow with 2 of these sets. And I think that would be really cool to do, just have a whole entire snow field. So I'm going to set up a little thing of snow on the table to open the figures and kind of set them on. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I just set up a little snow field here. Just a random design. I really like how this looks and how much actually comes in this pack. Love the way the trees look. As you can see, there's actually quite a bit of ice tiles in this set. I almost ran out of stuff to even do with them and almost took up most of the map. I got some in the back. You got some of the 3-hex ice in the back there, which I actually think look pretty good. But no, I'm very happy with how this set looks. And like I said, if I could get 2 of these and, you know, make a whole entire battlefield out of snow, I think that would look absolutely awesome. But anyways, let's get into the figures, look over the miniatures, and talk about the cards here. First, we are going to start with the promo figure that I was able to get, Thraxus Dragoon, from the tournament I just played in. With this figure, as we can see, it comes unpainted, which stinks, but for me, I own paint, and I will actually have some fun painting this guy and using him. I think this miniature looks super cool. Let's take him out of there. Pops right out. Very cool looking miniature. I'm very excited to paint this guy and see how he plays. Throw him up here. All right, so we got from Revna, Thraxus Dragoon, unique hero, Hive Lord, huge 8. We got 6 lives, 6 move, 1 range, 5 attack, 5 defense. So very good attack and defense, very balanced. 195 points, pretty expensive. Well, let's look at his abilities. We got Maddening Chitter 14. Once per round before taking a turn with Thraxus Dragoon, you may choose any enemy figure within 6 clear spaces of Thraxus and roll a 20-sided die. If you roll a 14 or higher, You may look at one unrevealed order marker on that figure's army card. You may then choose another figure controlled by the same player and move that order marker to that figure's army card. So this ability seems like it ain't going to come into play very often, but if used and successful, could definitely mess up a round for your opponent. Not my favorite ability, but also seems like it could be useful in certain situations. Then we got Battle Frenzy 16. After attacking with Thraxus Dragoon, roll the 20-sided die. If you roll a 16 or higher, you may attack again with Thraxus. So I actually like that one quite a bit. It is going to be hard to do, so I guess it's going to be a 20% chance every time after you attack to be able to attack again, which isn't too bad. It probably could happen with him a couple times a game, possibly, and with 5 attack, that could definitely do some damage to your opponent. So overall, I don't know how I feel. I know the exciting thing about him is being a Hive Lord, so he's actually going to be able to bond with some Marrow stuff. So that bonding ability is going to be cool. 5 attack, 5 defense is good. Definitely has some good survivability and some decent attack, but 195 just seems pretty expensive. Otherwise, I like this card. I definitely like the miniature that comes with it. It looks absolutely sick. Definitely gonna have to do some play testing with him though and see how his abilities actually play and see how useful they really are. But anyway, that is Thraxus Dragoon, the promo figure. Next, we'll get into the only single figure from this wave. Got the painted versions here. Open this up. I did open this up when I bought it just to kind of look at the miniature because I knew he was a big one, but holy moly, it doesn't really show on camera, but in person, this single base figure, this thing is huge, and it's definitely got some good heft to it. Definitely really cool looking. I'll throw him over here, and you can kind of see when I put him on the field just how menacing and how much space he takes up, even as a single space figure there. He's almost as big as this tree. Anyway, let's take a look at his card. This is one I actually haven't looked over too much. Curious to see what I think about this one. All right, so from Revna, again, our second Revna, we have the Hellforge Manticore, Isonic, Unique Hero, Devourer, Menacing, and Huge 9. Definitely huge. Stat block, we got 6 lives, pretty good. 4 move, very slow. 1 range, 4 attack, 4 defense. So pretty above average, balance, not bad. 130 points, doesn't seem too bad so far. Look at his abilities here. We got Blast Furnace 15. During Hellforge Manticore's turn, before moving with it, and each time it moves onto a space during this movement, you must roll the 20-sided die for each figure adjacent to the Hellforge. So it's looking like yours and your opponent's. You must roll the 20-sided die for each figure adjacent to the Hellforge. If you roll a 15 or higher, that figure receives 1 wound. Figures with the lava-resistant special power are not affected by Blast Furnace. Okay. Hellforge cannot roll for Blast Furnace against the same figure more than once per turn. Okay, so it seems like as he is just moving, he is just doing damage along his whole path. 15 or higher, it's not bad. 25% chance, that works. Definitely could just roll through and, you roll past a squad of people. You could definitely kill a couple. Okay, and then we got Feed the Forge 15. If a figure or destructible object adjacent to a Hellforge is destroyed, you may roll the 20-sided die, add 8 to the roll if the figure is an Isonic, Soulborg, or destructible object. If you roll 15 or higher, you may remove a wound marker from this card. Okay, so kind of a healing ability. Seems a little rare that this might happen. You have to roll 15 or higher if it's not Isonic or Soulborg, or a destructible object, which you never really see anyway. But, so 25% chance to heal a wound after destroying a figure. So, I mean, could happen once or twice a game. So definitely, a little boost there. Then Isonic Advance. At the start of each round, if all order markers have been placed, if all of your order markers are placed on Isonic army cards, you may move the Hellforge up to 4 spaces. Hellforge must end this movement on an empty space. Oh, wow. Okay. So, a bonus 4 movement. So if you're running a whole Isonic army with, say, this guy, Iron Lynch, and, the Wraith Riders, he gets to move an extra 4 spaces at the start of the round. So that's pretty good. Makes his movement a little bit better since he starts with 4, but that is only once per round. overall, I think this guy definitely has some good potential. You know, if you get some good D20 rolls, I mean, he could definitely do some damage. 6 lives, 4 defense, you know, he's got some survivability. 130 points isn't too bad. But yeah, overall, I think this is a pretty good figure. I'm excited to play test it and see how I like it. Maybe in the future, I'll do a kind of a ranking or tier after I've kind of played with all these guys for a little bit and see what I'm thinking of them then. All right, next up, we are going to do the big hero box. All right, let's pull this open here. And oh yeah, this one I'm excited for. These are some cool looking miniatures. Got the cards. We will start with looking at the Sonlin. Definitely one of my favorite figures from back in the Swarm of the Morrow set. Very good. Dragon's all grown up now, and this looks awesome. Really like the paint job on this miniature. It looks very good. Then you got Sonlin up there riding the dragon. This looks very awesome. Cool miniature. I can't wait to read over his card. I know a little bit about it, but definitely an awesome figure there. And then we got this one, which is also really sick in my opinion. Halusha, I believe is how you pronounce it. Basically just an awesome looking centaur guy. All right. First up, we got Halusha, Scion of the Wild. He is Ular, which is very cool. A Dryan, unique hero, wizard, ferocious, and large 9. Looking over at the stat block, he's got 7 live, 7 move, 1 range, 5 attack, and 3 defense. So the defense is about, you know, middle average. I always think about 3 attack or 3 defense is about, you know, you wouldn't say good, you wouldn't say bad. It's just kind of in the middle there. But with the 7 lives, definitely has some pretty good survivability. And then the 5 attack, just big hits. 7 move, very fast. Let's take a look here at his abilities. Command Familiar. After revealing an order marker on Halusha, Scion of the Wild, before taking a turn with Halusha, you may take a turn with a small or medium beast you control. Okay, small or medium beast you control. So it doesn't seem like it's a squad. It'll just be one figure because by the way that's worded, I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head what heroes from either the new stuff or classic are beasts. I'd have to look at that to see what stuff he actually bonds with. But I definitely like bonding, and that is very cool. So we'll see how that goes. Then we got Ruse the Glade. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But figures adjacent to a tree or bush roll 1 fewer combat die when defending against Halusha's attacks. Okay. All right, I like that. So you got figures that might be hiding by trees to get an extra defense from ranged attacks. This guy walks up, and he makes them lose a defense when he's attacking them. So that just makes his 5 attack even harder. And I feel like most maps you see at tournaments and stuff like that like to use trees and bushes, so that could definitely come into effect every once in a while, and that is very good. Then we have a special attack here. We got Ride by special attack, range 1, attack 3. Instead of moving and attacking normally with Halusha, you may move him up to 4 spaces, so slow him down a little bit. And then Halusha can attack up to 3 times with Ride by special attack at any point before, during, or after this move, as long as he's on a space where he can end his movement. Wow. Okay, so he can just run along 4 spaces and just hit 3 times on his way there. Halusha cannot attack the same figure more than once in a single turn with Ride by Special Attack. When using Ride by Special Attack, Halusha is never attacked when leaving engagement, so he can run through engagements and hit 3 things along the way. Only 3 attack dice, but still, that is seemingly a very useful ability, especially if you're running through some squads or something that have low defense. This could definitely wipe some stuff out really quickly. So we got 120 points on Halusha, I forgot to mention. I like that a lot. I think I'm going to need to look closer at the bonding here, whatever beast or what he can bond with. So, I mean, you know, can't go wrong with bonding, but I really like his abilities. I like his stat block. The only thing, 3 defense, a little low. If it was 4, that'd be really great. But, I mean, with 7 lives, you know, he's going to be around for a while. I think 120 points is actually pretty dang good for Halusha here. And I'm really liking this figure, and I cannot wait to play test with it. And then we got the big boy in this set, Sonlin from Ular. We got an elf, unique hero, archmage, confident, and large 7. Let's look at this stat block. We got 6 life, pretty dang good. 6 move, 6 range, still got some range on him. Attack 4, defense 3. Okay, nothing too crazy there, but pretty dang good. 170 points, so a little expensive. Let's see what these abilities do. We got Healing Wing 13. After moving normally with Somlin, you may choose a figure with 1 or more wounds that is adjacent to Somlin or that he passed over during his movement this turn, and roll the 20-sided die. If you roll a 13 or higher, remove 1 wound marker from that figure. Okay, so it's looking like he cannot heal himself, which I'm pretty sure the old Somlin was able to do. So 13 or higher, that's not bad. You're looking at a 35% chance every time you do that of removing a wound. So if you're running armies with either 2 life squads or, you know, just some heroes you definitely want to keep alive, that's not bad. Pretty good healing move. Stinks that he can't heal himself, though. Then we have Dragon Assault. When Solomon attacks an adjacent figure or destructible object, he may attack 1 additional time. Okay. If Solomon uses flying special power this turn, roll 1 additional combat die on the first attack. Okay. That just made his 170 points look more understandable. All right, so it's basically saying for the bottom part of that, if he used flying while he's going to the figure he's attacking, when he gets adjacent, if he gets adjacent to them and attacks them, the first attack, basically because he flew there, gets an extra attack die, and then he gets attack again, that adjacent figure, for his normal 4 attack. So you're talking an attack of 5 and an attack of 4 on a potential, you know, strong hero or something like that. That can definitely do some damage. Okay, gotta love double attacks, and with getting that extra attack dice too, that makes him a lot better than I thought. And he has flying. I mean, 6 move with flying, very fast figure. Gotta love that. We got Solon here. I cannot wait to play test with this guy too. I think he's going to be a lot of fun to use. All right. Then last but not least, more polar bears. I am very excited for this one. In the tournament where I just played, where I bought all of these, I actually ended up facing someone who was using the hero here with the polar bears from the master set. And I will tell you right now, before I even look at this card, this guy messed me up. He is very, very strong, and I am super excited to be able to use him. Get the figures out, got the cards here. We'll go over there and go over those in a second. Let's take a look at these figures. I am super excited for these. I really like this polar bear faction they have going from the master set, and with these two, I'm super happy they made more. I'm really excited to use these new guys here. Let's take a look at this hero first. Very cool looking. Love his big hammer thing he's got there. Put him right there. And then we got the squad here. Very cool looking. I've read over these guys and I know quite a bit about them. I like their ability and I like these figures, and I cannot wait to go over these and also play test these guys in the future too. So first off, before I get into the cards, there is the completed shot of the wave and the terrain and the figures that I have got for this video. Like I said, hopefully I'm going to be able to get the swamp here stuff too. I definitely like the swamp. I do got quite a bit of it. I did have 2 master sets of Storm of the Morrow from back in the day, so quite a bit of swamp, but I definitely will not complain about updating some of my terrain because some of that old stuff does like to break on you. All right, first off, let's look at the squad. We got Jandar, the Ordo Borealis, the Ursine, Unique Squad, Knight, Militaristic, and Large 6. So they are large. All right, their stat block, 2 lives, just like the other Polar Bear squad. We got 5 move, 1 range, 3 attack, 4 defense. So just very solid stat block. And 110 points. And then their solo ability, making them nice and simple. We got Reload. If an Ordo Borealis does not move on its turn, it may add 6 to its range value for the rest of the turn. So what's nice about these guys is you can actually split them up. One or 2 of them can use this ability, and the other one, you know, can move normally if you need to, but Basically, if you are set up on height where you want to be within range of someone, they can sit there and they can shoot for 7 range, which is very cool. I love that these guys have some range on them. Attack of 3, if they're sitting on height, they get 4. Very good, because you're going to be getting 3 attacks off most likely if you get them set up how you want them. With 4 defense and 2 lives, they have some pretty dang good survivability for a squad. I am excited to play test with these guys and see how they do. Stinks though that unlike the squad from the master set, these guys don't have bonding with either of the heroes. That's kind of a bummer. I was wishing they'd have bonding like the other squad does, but overall, pretty good squad here. And then the figure I think I'm the most excited for to use in all of this wave and all of this set, Knight Primus Adelburn, Ursine Unique Hero Champion, gives him the bonding there. Wild and large 6. We got 8 life. Holy moly, this guy has some life. Move 6, range 1, attack 5, and defense 3. So again, with the defense 3, pretty average, but he makes up for it with that 8 life. You know, he's going to be around for a while. And then an attack of 5, that is definitely a hard hit. But then what makes this guy so special and what makes him 100% worth his 150 points is his crushing blow ability. After moving and before attacking, you may inflict 1 wound on a small or medium squad figure, common, unique, doesn't matter, or a small or medium common hero adjacent to Knight Primus Adelburn. So if you've ever played with a figure like Grimnack and his Chomp, where he just gets to run up and destroy a little squad figure for free, same thing. This guy will walk up to a squad figure and just wipe him off the map before even attacking. And I will tell you, when I faced this guy this weekend at my tournament, I was using 3 squads of Omnicron snipers. I think I probably lost 3 or 4 to him, 3 or 4 of them just to this ability before he even attacked. This guy was just a squad killer, wiped everything. And then after, he would run up next to one of them and another guy, after just taking one off, he hits with 5 attack. So most likely, if you were going up to a squad figure, you're killing another one. So in one turn, this guy can walk up and most likely kill 2 things. And not only that, he bonds with the polar bears from the master set of Age of Annihilation, who are also a very good unit. Because the guy I was playing against that used this guy also had the polar bears from the first master set, and they did work. Once they got moved out to me, they rushed me, and I could not do any damage on them. They just started wiping my whole team, and there was nothing I could do about it. But anyway, yeah, Knight Primus Adelburn, very excited to use him, play test with him, and see what kind of armies I can build. So yeah, that is all I have for my Wave 3 opening and overview of these figures and cards. I'm super excited to start playing with them. Super excited to hopefully get another snow set in the future to make some really cool snow terrain. Like I said, probably my favorite terrain in Heroscape, the snow and the ice. I love it. Can't wait to paint Thraxus, see how he ends up looking. And yeah, maybe in the future I will make kind of maybe a tier ranking list from the figures from this set. And I actually do also have all of the other figures from the previous sets, the Iron Lynch Viscera, and then all the Curies unpainted. Sadly, I do have to paint those. But yeah, maybe in the future I would like to do kind of a tier list or overview after I play test with them some more. But yeah, super excited. If you watched for this long, thank you so much for watching. I'm super excited to really get into more Heroscape. I'm super happy that it is back and it is alive, and I'm able to go walk into a game store and find it on the shelf. Makes me so happy. But yeah, that is all I got for you today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.